how efficient digital ads can be, and how to increase digital ads metrics such as impressions, CPM, and clicks, CPC. So let's take a look at the solution from Microsoft calling TinyTroupe that has been developing since 2024. So one of the contributors are Paulo Salem. He's Doctor of Computer Science and Senior Data Scientist at Microsoft. You can see his Google Scholar and his papers. Okay. And what is TinyTroupe? TinyTroupe is a library that allows the simulation of people with specific personalities, interests, and goals. And one of the applications is in advertisement. TinyTroupe can evaluate digital ads by simulating audience before spending the money on them. And also it can be used on software testing and etc. But we will focus on advertisement. So for this, let's look at the Ready solution in their examples folder. I've already prepared here the Python notebook. Okay, online advertisement evaluation for TVs. Here, as you can see, here's the configuration of TinyTroupe, then creating the creatives. As you can see, the first advertisement, the second advertisement, and the third advertisement. And here's also the configuration. And then here's the interesting thing. As you can see, trying with standard agents. Here we are creating the agent calling Lisa, and we are acting with Lisa, with her personality to the ad, and let's look her solution. So she should pick one advertisement from the list, and she chooses ad 1, and she explains why, as a tech-savvy, quality-oriented person, I care most about picture fidelity and low latency performance. So why she chooses ad 1, here's the reasoning, and here's the explanation. Okay, so now we have simulated the person behavior. And the next thing I'm more interested, that is generating a bunch of agents, with the factory, creating factory from demography, as you can see, from the population data of United States, creating bunch of agents and evaluating ad on them. Let's see the result. So as you can see here, for example, agent Luna, pick ad 2. For example, Lauren, pick also ad 2. And here's the explanation why. And here, for example, also ad 2. Most of them are choosing ad 2. And Mark, for example, pick ad 1. And let's see the graph. Here's the graph that says ad 2 was most popular across the agents that was simulated by the population data of US. So most probably the second creative will be more efficient and will be the second product will be get more sales. Okay, the winner is the second. Okay, it all sounds good. It's all beautiful, but how it works? How it works under the hood? For this, they have prepared for us paper of TinyTroupe explaining how it works. So it's on archive.org. You can click here, and I've already opened it. And let's take a look to understand how it works. First and foremost, TinyTroupe is multi-agent system. So what kind of multi-agent system also we have? Also, the alternative, you can say, is the mirrorfish is also. The mirrorfish has become popular in the recent weeks, recent month, I can say. And mirrorfish also predicts, here it said predicts anything from the data. And as you can see, it can create these relational graphs and grasp the necessary result from the data. So it simulates also human behavior. Okay, it's multi-agent system. So for now, we know TinyTroupe and Mirrorfish. It's multi-agent systems, multi-agent technologies. Okay, and how it works. The first and foremost, as you can see here, that the data data itself is the ground for the result. And if you have the data warehouse with enough data, you can use TinyTroupe, and you can, as an experimenter, control the result and get necessary business intelligence data and act responsibly. Okay, and as you can see here, the age, occupation, personal skills, and preferences are the parameters that works and that gives the result from agents. And architecture is to mimic human memory structure. Mimic, not the whole memory structure, but to mimic, because it's a rough approximation, and further progress can be made by leveraging cognitive psychology. And here's also the interesting thing. There is example of market research session that we have looked on examples, so we'll skip it. And here, as you can see, for debate simulation, in order to generate highly contrasting opinions, they used so-called political compass to create agents from various political inclinations. You see, the agent can be right-wing liberal agents, and they can give different opinions to the advertisement, for example. And what else is interesting here? Market research in specific countries. You can do market research for US, UK, Asia by the leveraging data and creating the population. Here they're using the population of US and generating 20 personas behavior. The main thing is that you have enough data and the clean data that can be used by agents and controlled by you, experimenter, to get the necessary results. So it was the overview of TinyTroupe and what can be achieved, and also notice that it's work in progress. But it has been developing since 2024, so let's wait for what we'll get from TinyTroupe. Thanks for watching.